Now we'll be adding URL pattern for our view. So URL pattern allows us to map URLs to views. This we have seen in various projects which I have made earlier. So now I need to create a new URL file in blog. So I'll click on blog, new Python file, and we'll name it as urls.py. And here we'll be adding some lines from dot import views. Before that, I'll just make it visible. I also need to import path from Django.urls. Import path. Let's name our blog as app_name. And here we will have URL_patterns, which will be having post views. So here I will make some more paths for empty. If I am just on the home page, it will be diverted to views.post_list, and it should be named as the same, post_list. Let's copy this. Here I'll give year, month and day. Let's add slug also here. So I'll give slug post, and rest it will be same as like this. Let's make it small so that I can take a look on full screen. Now in this code we have defined an application namespace with app_name. This allows us to organize URLs by application and use the name when referred to them. As I am on home screen, it will be just diverted to post list. The second pattern, here we have year, which requires integer, month as an integer, day as an integer, as they are returned in the form of integer. And this post can be composed of words or hyphen. So we are giving all liberties. So here we'll use angle brackets, as you can see here, so as to capture the values from the URL. Any value specified in the URL pattern as parameter, this kind of parameter, it is captured as a string. Here we use path converters such as this form to specifically match and return an integer. And when I write like this, it specifically matches a slug. So you can see all path converters provided by Django. Well, it is also mentioned in Django site, djangoproject.com. You can go there in URLs. You will find their path converters in detail. So you can also refer there. Next, we will include this URL pattern of blog application in the main URL pattern. So for that, I'll go to NetsetOS blog, and here we have urls.py. So here we have imported admin and path. So in path, which is imported from Django.urls, I'll include this. And here we have path admin.site.url. So let's add blog also here, which will include blogs.url. Let's keep in quotes, and here the namespace will have blog. Let's close it. So the new URL pattern defined with include refers to the URL pattern defined in the blog application, so that they are included under blog path. You can also include these patterns under namespace block. Namespaces have to be uniquely across your entire project. Now we will make changes in models.py and thereafter we will go to templates so that we will have a complete look of templates in this video. So let's continue this. In models.py, we will add some more lines. First of all, let's import reverse from Django.urls. Import reverse. Here, let's make a function with get absolute underscore URL. It will return reverse, and here we will have blog of post underscore detail. Here we will include args which will have publish year, publish month, publish day. So let's include self dot publish year. We will keep this in bracket and I'll copy this so that I can add it year to month and day. Month, day. And here we will have slug. Now we will use this method get absolute URL in our templates to link to specific post. So for that we need to create templates as per views. Let's close this. Now here inside Netset OS blog, I'll create a directory with the name templates. Inside templates, we will have one more directory with the name blog. And inside blog, we will have post and also base.html. So I'll simply create HTML file with the name base. And inside post, I'll give two more HTML with the name list and detail. Right? So we will follow this structure of our template. Here I have created this base HTML so as to include all main HTML structure of our website. And we will divide the content into main content area and sidebar. And then I have list.html and detail.html which will inherit from base.html file so as to render the blog post and detail views. As far as you have seen, Django has powerful template language that allows us to specify how data has to be displayed. So let's add some more line in base.html. First of all, I'll add load static with space. Then inside head, I'll delete this. In title, I will define in percentile block title percentile and here and block. And here we will contain link. So I'll give angular brackets inside this link href static css block dot css, and outside this we will have style sheet. Then in body I'll add some more lines. will contain content and the block content. And then I'll define sidebar. Here I'll define my block in H2 font. Here in P we will have, this is my block. Now we need to add an image of name block.css. Also we made use of load static so as to tell Django to load the static template tags. Now after this we need to make some changes in list.html as well as in detail.html so as to have a full view of a site. But before that there is an error over here. So let's delete this for a while. And here you can see there are two block tags. These are used to tell Django that we want to define a block in that area. Templates that inherit from these template can fill in this block with content. So here we have defined a block called title and a block called content. Now if I go to URLs, here I have defined year, month and day. Whereas if I come to views, there is post underscore detail in which I have defined published year, month and day. That means I need to define post underscore detail for these. So let's go to list.html now and we will add some lines to it. First of all, I need to extend the base.html which is defined in blog. So what I'll do here, I'll put braces with modulus sign and here extends which is defined in blog base.html, right? Then I need to define block title, and inside this I will give my block, and then we will end it with end block. So here I am done with block called title. The second block will be block content, and here in h1 tag I will give my block, and here I'll give a loop for post in post, and here I'll define in h2 tag the link in href. Here we will have post by get method absolute URL, and inside this we will have post.title. Then I'll define p tag class equal to date. Inside this I will have published post.publish by post.author, and here our p tag ends, and then I'll give post.body truncate words which is of 30, and here line breaks, and then let's end for loop. It should be in percentile. Similarly the block end, here I'll define and block. here we have used extends template tag. Here I am telling Django to inherit from the block where we have base.html. Then we will fill the title content block of the base template with content. Here we have iterated the post and displayed their title, date and author, including a link. In the body of the post, we have applied two template filters. First, truncate words, which truncates the value to the number of words specified, and second one is line breaks. It converts the output into HTML line breaks. Then we can concatenate as many template filters as we wish. So here we are done. Now if you see base.html, we had used load static which tells Django to load the static template tags that are provided by the django.contrib.static files, which are mentioned in settings installed app. Django.contrib.static files. After loading them, we will be able to use static files throughout the template. So with this, I'll shift this and here I'll go to blog and here I will define a new directory with the name static. Earlier in base.html we have defined blog.css file in CSS folder. So I'll go to static and will create a new directory with the name CSS. And here I have a notepad where I have defined a piece of code. This I'll attach in the description below. You can save it from there. So here I'll go to CSS folder and will save it with the name blog.css. So here I got static, inside static, CSS and inside CSS blog.css file. So after this I'll save it and we'll go to CMD out of the server and here I'll write python manage.py run server. Here it's showing some error. Let's find it out. Here if I go to URLs, here I have defined URL underscore pattern. So for that, here I am supposed to write URL patterns, no underscore needed. Let's check it out. Yes, it ran well. Let's check it out whether blog is working or not. No, there is some error over here as it is not able to identify list.html. Let's see. Oh, I did a huge mistake as templates are supposed to be inside blog. So what I'll do, I'll take this complete templates and will put inside blog. Let's find it out again. Run the server, refresh the page. Yes, here we got the site which we were going for. Although we solved a major mistake, templates should always be inside blog folder. Make sure you don't make this kind of mistake. So that's it. Now we will proceed towards detail.html and we will also add pagination to our from Django in the next video. So be with me. That's it. Thank you.